This is Elbasan, surrounded by 2,000-meter-high mountains. Peter Pfeifer comes from mountainous Upper Bavaria, so he feels at home here. Pfeifer has his own company in Albania. He was able to convince his client in Germany to outsource the labor-intensive assembly work to the low-wage country of Albania. There were more than 800 applications for the 13 positions available. Steady jobs are highly prized. The women earn about €200 a month, a lot of money in Albania. Pfeifer came to Elbasan for the first time 10 years ago. Back then he was delivering food and hospital supplies for an aid organization. Now he has his own factory. He still has a souvenir photo of the aid deliveries on his laptop.
When people have money in their hands and can shape their lives themselves, that's more important than sitting around waiting for aid deliveries and being dependent on them.
He shows his product, nebulisers for inhaling medication. The final quality control takes place in Germany, and then they're sold all around the world. Nebulisers are in demand here. Many people suffer from chronic respiratory disorders. Pfeifer wants to show us why that's so. He takes us to a huge nearby steel mill.
It used to be that after 2 or 3 days, a white car had such a thick layer of dust that it was no longer white.
Pfeifer knows the steel mill's manager. He tells us that nowadays about 10% of annual profits go into modern filter technology, so the air is becoming progressively cleaner. The factory manager says until recently the steel mill has profited from the booming construction industry in Albania, Macedonia and Kosovo. But for a few months now sales have been stagnant. In the past few years, Albania's economy grew at an annual rate of about 8%. That growth has been partly financed by remittances from Albanians living and working abroad. Pfeifer says Albasan has been transformed. New roads, investment in environmental protection. But demand for his nebulisers remains high. For 2 years, Pfeiffer's company has actually turned a small profit, which he immediately reinvests. After showing 2 new employees around the factory, he heads off to find his clients. It's not so easy to find customers. In Albania, there's no countrywide system of postal addresses and often no street names or house numbers.
You have to ask in every street, and we're in the process of developing a system so we can find these people again and provide them with customer service. It makes marketing and distribution relatively time-consuming in Albania.
In the evening, Pfeifer takes a stroll with some of his employees along the new boulevard. They're all proud of it. Peter Pfeifer says he can imagine living here forever.